Hey, it's meteorologist John Hickey with On with John Weather Consulting. Welcome to my latest installment of This Week in Space, where we review a Russian spacecraft splashdown, say that 3 times fast, as well as some interesting things that you will be able to see in our night sky in the week ahead. We start you, though, with that Russian spacecraft splashdown, and it was Kosmos 482 that returned back to Earth, officially splashing down most likely somewhere over the Indian Ocean. It's kind of an interesting story with this particular spacecraft because it was originally destined for Venus back in 1972. However, there was a problem with its booster on its exit out of Earth's orbit, so instead of boosting its way out and making it to Venus, it instead got stuck in Earth's orbit and has just been spinning around for the last 50 plus years. Well, this past weekend officially made its return back to Earth somewhere over the Indian Ocean. It was last seen by a German radar, and then it disappeared. So it's likely that it eventually made its way into the Indian Ocean and splashed down. There were no reports of any kind of fireballs with this. Maybe a rogue ship somewhere out in the Indian Ocean saw this, but didn't hit Earth's landmass, which is not surprising because about 70% or so of the Earth is made up of water instead of land. So typically when these types of things happen, they splash down rather than hitting somewhere onto where people live, which is a good thing, of course. So as for some things that you will be able to see in our night sky, we start you off with something that's happening tonight, and it's the red supergiant Antares that'll be in conjunction with our moon, our now waning gibbous moon, officially full just last night, the full flower moon, and now we're looking ahead to the waning moon here in conjunction with Antares. You'll see that in the southeastern sky, pretty easy for you to pick out so long that it's clear enough. Now, the moon will be moving into what's known as the Teapot a couple of nights from now as we round out this work week, and the Teapot is another one of those asterisms, which are basically objects within a larger constellation, and the Teapot is an asterism within the constellation Sagittarius, and you'll see our waning gibbous moon within that. Another one of those deals, you don't need any special equipment to see it, you just need a clear sky and looking up, this time into the southern sky, to be able to pick this out. Other than that, not really a lot going on here this week in terms of interesting night sky happenings, but it looks like in the next couple of weeks, there'll be a lot more interesting things for you to pick out. So be sure to tune in to my next installment of This Week in Space, where there'll be some more interesting night sky happenings for you to see. Until then, I'm meteorologist John Hickey with On with John Weather Consulting.